It's time for game turn 45 in my playthrough of D-Day at Iwo Jima. Unfortunately, when I finished game turn 44, it was late at night. That video, unfortunately, was a disaster because I left the camera off the board for at least 12 minutes. The following morning, I had to run to work. I came into my office / game room and grabbed something. I was in for maybe 10 seconds, shut the door, left. Did not realize one of my cats followed me in here. So she was locked in here for several hours, and in turn jumped on the board and messed everything up. So here is that shot from later that day as to what it looked like. So it's the next morning, and I had an issue with my cat, who I accidentally locked in here this morning, and so this is all a mess. I gotta figure it out. She also tore this up. That's not a big deal. I don't really need that. But anyway, I'm gonna spend the next hour or so looking back at this video and trying to figure out where the heck everything goes. Alright, so flash back forward to today, and I was able to go back through and look at the videos and try to figure out where everything is. I think I have it pretty well sorted out. The only thing I don't know for sure, I think, is there may be a couple of misplaced engineers and such underneath. I pretty much, I think I have all of the the HQs and their guys, because I had them pretty, close together. I was doing a pretty good job. I had just brought 3rd Division in. That's the part that got messed up. Thankfully up here, everything's pretty much okay. And really from the meat grinder down was where she hit it, and knocked it all over the place. I think I have it pretty well sorted out. But thankfully she did not knock around my my counter sheet, so I know where all my artillery points and everything are. She did get this mess up here, and I just realized, just looking at it, I forgot to get that together, but that'll be easy enough. I'll worry about that later. So that said, it's one of those things. If it would have happened when I was playing the game, if I wasn't recording the game, I don't know, I might have just said, well, screw it, I'll call it a win. But since I'm continuing through here, I don't know, this garrison was moved. Anyway, since I'm trying to continue the playthrough here, I want to get it all fixed. So hopefully I can finish this thing and get it all posted. Anyway, that said, it's now the evening phase. There's no amphibious landings. I do have an HQ phase minus the replacement points, so I can do garrisons. I can move up my. Oh, that's one thing that got messed up is the command range markers. I don't know where these were. Shoot. I think, if I remember right, all of these guys had been placed and were here. I had moved them all on the same turn. So I think she just knocked the ones off the top of that. So I'm going to say that. We're going to move these down here. We're going to move the 3rd Division into the 2nd slot. And we should be good. So what else? We can do garrisons. I don't know if there's any more to do. I think I've got garrisons on all of these down here. Can't do garrisons on the purples. Yeah. I think we're good on garrisons. Can this one? No, I got 25 and 24. They don't stretch far enough. So, no. Okay, so garrisons are good. What else? Can't do replacement points. I can transfer more units out. I could try to do that. I've got these guys off, but they are commanding my tanks. So I don't know that I want necessarily to do that. I might take the bottom guy. Let's take that guy off. Oh no, that's still black field of fire. They've got steady field of fire there, so I can't take him off. So that's unfortunately all my 5th division is still engaged, so I can't take them off. And in the morning phase, I'm not going to have any replacement points. They are what they are. They're going to start losing. I don't think I have anybody that's in desperate trouble, and since I've got these all disrupted, if I can continue to keep them disrupted, I won't get hit. And I should be able to maintain until this is taken. In the meantime, I'll take 3rd division here and wind them around, and they'll probably end up being the ones to take this position here, and then come up here, and these guys will come around here, and I'll just pull 5th division back after they finish this battle. That's the way I'm picturing it. Okay, so nobody can be pulled off, so I think that's it for the HQ phase. So we'll start with, one other thing too. Since the last 2 videos, I have screwed this up. I'm no longer using my close combat battlefield down here. I don't want to move the camera because I'm doing too much figuring and talking to where I really need a second person in here to be the cameraman, because I forget about it. So from now on, that up there is my close combat battlefield, so that I don't even have to move the camera at all. Anyway, event naval gunfire. Nice. All right, that gives me another point, so that brings me back up to 2 points in naval gunfire. So that's good. All right, and Japanese fire. We got yellow A. That's going to be this guy. Ooh, is that artillery? Well, artillery is destroyed, so I guess he's going to ambush me. Green star. I don't know that I have any green positions. We'll see. Ooh, an eye. We got our first eye. That's not good. We got those guys over there that are brown. I don't know. I haven't done the infiltrate, so we'll see how that works. That might throw a wrench into my plans. All right. So occupied. I have no artillery symbol. See, now here's the thing. There's an artillery symbol, but I've destroyed the artillery in that yellow position down there. So I got to think that since artillery is destroyed, he's going to assault. It becomes a non-artillery position. So he'll do the assault action. So I'm going to say that. That could help me or hurt me. Assaults. Yeah, see, in the rule book it says occupied position without artillery. Technically it has no artillery. On the back it says no artillery symbol. So I think this is more correct because it doesn't have artillery, so it's going to attack, or it's going to assault. Japanese occupied position has U.S. units intense field of fire. It does. Move it and its depth marker, if any, from the position into a hex occupied by one or more and conduct close combat. Black position groups ignore assault actions. That's good to know. I think I came up with I think I had a black A at one point. I may have done that wrong. Choose the unit in the hex closest to the occupied you're checking. If hexes are equidistant, choose the hex with the fewest U.S. steps. Alright. It's got a lot of them. Oh, you know what, though? These are not intense fields of fire. So, hold the phone. U.S. has U.S. units in intense field of fire. So it doesn't. So it's just going to fire. It's just going to be a regular action because it doesn't have artillery, and it can't assault because there's no positions that are solid. So it's just going to attack. Okay, well, diamond. It's 1 unit. It's going to hit a diamond. No diamond here. There's a diamond on top of there. That'll probably be the guy. There's a oh, that's not diamond. That's triangle. There's a diamond. My engineer down there, but I think it's going to hit a unit first, an infantry first, because it'll have more steps. And there are none. I have no diamonds except for tanks and engineers in its field of fire. So that engineer is the one that's going to take the hit. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so there's that. No yellow, no yellow, no yellow. All right, black will activate. So these will lose their disruptions. Oh, this black will too. So I think I moved everybody out of their field of fire. No, this guy. All right, but he's a circle, so no. Can you hear my cat scratching at my door? She wants to get in. I'm saying no because she's in punishment mode for messing up my game the other day. Okay, so that's that black action. That black action was there. Now back to the yellow. We're done with yellow. Now we look for green, and I don't think I have any green positions, so that doesn't happen. So now we move to brown. We have this brown. We have the eye action. This should be interesting. All right. Occupied with units in field of fire, they will fire. Occupied with no units in field of fire, they will take no action. Oh, well, okay. That's decent. All right, so this has got, they're in field of fire, so they will fire over here, but there is no, man, I've gotten lucky. There's no diamond. That's the only one in its field of fire. So, doesn't hit. But we have unoccupied here. This is where the infiltration thing comes. I have an unoccupied here, I have an unoccupied here. So let's see what this does. Unoccupied, in communication, within 3 hexes. Place 1 unit from reserve into any unoccupied hex within 3 hexes not in communication. Alright, let me look that up real quick. And just, since this is the first time it's happened in 45 turns, let me make sure I got this right. So, a couple things make this not bad at all. First of all, it has nothing to do with unoccupied positions out here. It has to do with unoccupied, ungarrisoned positions back here. I don't have any of those. I've garrisoned things as I've moved along. And I don't even think there's any brown positions other than maybe these 2, but they're garrisoned. I just removed the garrison markers as I moved along. Second thing is, you're replacing a reserve unit. Well, guess what? I have no reserve units. So, nothing. So I, as scared as I was of the infiltrate action, I does nothing. So, got out of that relatively I got out of that completely unscathed because the yellow didn't ambush, brown didn't hit, and black didn't hit and or was disrupted. So that's gorgeous. Alright, so that's the Japanese fire phase. So now we have our second event, which is night assault. Because we're on the 4th, we're not on the 5th. The 5th is, like I said in the last video, the 5th is going to be interesting because I'll have all these new events to do. Alright, so night assault. We're in the PM phase, so I have a feeling this is going to happen. I think it only happens in the PM phase. During the PM, game turn only. That's when it is. All raid attacks are conducted with the Japanese drawing the first card. Follow the procedure outlined in 10.0. All raid attacks. Well, okay. I guess we'll wait till the raid phase and make sure I'm okay. Yeah, because I haven't really done the raid action. I don't know whether I'm doing the raid right. I think I am, according to the old rules. Again, if you've watched all of this, great. If not, then I'll catch you up to speed. I was volunteered to read the, to review and make comments on proposed new rule set for Decision Games for this. Not new rule set, but updated rules with corrections and with some slight changes to the way things are done. And the raid process changed, but I don't like it. It doesn't read right. It seems to indicate that anybody anywhere can be raided if there's 2 empty spaces, so I push back on that. So all that to say, I'm using the old raid rules, which is basically if it's got 2 buddies within 2 spaces, they're fine. So that said, I haven't had to worry about raid. So that I'll keep in mind if I do send someone out on his own, but I doubt that I will. And so now we're in the U.S. action phase. All right. So first things first, let's try to whittle this guy down. Now this guy, I got rid of his fort, so he just needs to be close combated. Or I've got my that's right. My NCO can substitute for close combat, so I will not have to close combat that joker. So we're going to barrage that. We're going to barrage it as much as humanly possible. So we're going to do tanks, and then we're going to do tanks, and then we're going to do tanks, and then we'll see about naval. Alright, so the first grouping of tank up there is a triangle. We established the color of the black position, which is yellow. So I need to see a yellow triangle. I got a yellow, no triangle. Alright, so my handy barrage chart here, fire color only, 6+. Everybody's disrupted, which is good. Artillery is destroyed, which it already is. Right? I destroyed that artillery. Yeah. And then I have a potential for a fortification hit. So that's my card. I want to see a yellow, a blue, or a brown. I got a brown. Good. So that reduces this from a class 1 to a class 2. So let's see. Class 2. There's a class 2. It remains revealed. So there's my class 2. Alright, so these guys went. Let's go with the next group of tanks, which will be these guys here. So that is a circle. So I want to see a yellow circle, which is what I saw last time. Got a yellow triangle. Isn't that funny? I think that, yeah. Had I switched those up and done them in a different order, then I would have gotten the full hit. But that's okay, because it still does everything I want to, except for eliminate a depth, which would be nice. But I have a chance at destroying that, knocking the fort down. So yellow, blue, or green. I got a purple, so it didn't do it. So that barrage did nothing. Now my third barrage, I think, is right here. I got tanks here? No. Tanks here? No. Where are my other tanks? Got one here, Are they here? Yeah, right there. Okay. So once again, yellow triangle. I got neither. So that barrage did crap. So I got one down. Now I picked up a naval point. So let's go ahead and do the naval barrage. Which I should have, you know, technically according to the rules, that's the first thing you need to do. I realize that, but I've kind of not technically adhered to that throughout the game because, I don't know, because that's the way I plan, that's the way I do. So, yeah, naval barrage, let's see if we can hit them. Alright, so I want to see a triangle, I want to see a yellow triangle. I got a triangle but no yellow. Alright, well, see, it's a hilltop fortification, so I have to shift it over. I got the symbol but not the color, so it shifts it over to 5, and I don't get the possible fortification hit. So I wasted a naval point, but it was worth a shot. Alright, so that's the end of my barrage on the black position there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Now, I control these 2 hexes, so as soon as I hit him, he's gone. He's doubled because he's in the forest, and so I need to get 4, 8, and then triple that, so I need to get 24 strength going in. I've got 20 right there, plus these guys is well over 24. So I hit him, he's gone, he's out of the game. Alright, so let's go ahead and move my NCO units into there. Alright, we're going to jump into here. There's no reserve units. Here we're going to go, let's do this, let's go 1, they're here, they can come up here on the road for 1, 2, and then they can jump in here on their 3rd, and they'll occupy that. Actually, wait, let's do the F2s. Oh, they went, they attacked, never mind, they had the flank. So, although technically I guess these guys could have flanked. Yeah, you know what? This guy should have been disrupted when he got hit. So, put a green disruption marker on this guy. Let me have used these guys to flank, and that way these guys can come out and go 1, 2, 3. These guys will move here with their buddies. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and move them here. And these guys will jump up into here one at a time on the road. 1, 2, 3. So they'll be here. So now I got my 2 9s and my 3 9s right there. This guy's disrupted. These guys were used. The NCO jumped into here. These guys can move along the road. Oops. Alright, so this keeps these are 121s, these are 121s, so it'll keep that grouping together. The 19s will move along the road with the tanks. 1, 2, we'll put them right here. These guys will go 1, on the road. 2, put them right there. And then HQs and tanks. Let's see, we'll move. These are 121s. Where's my other 121s? Are they here? They're no. They'll lose their disruption. Alright, hold the phone. Where's my other 121s? Or were these 121s? Okay, yeah, I made the mistake. Alright, so my NCO is, whoops. My NCO is a 121. I thought it was a 321. So these 321s and these 321s go together. Alright, so these guys want to move up. Well, they'll move up here to be with him. The tanks will roll along the road. 1, 2. I can't. So we'll put them under here. Shoot. This disrupted guy is a problem. Because I can't move the tanks there because it'll overstack that. Right? Because it's 2 infantry and 2 other. Although, you know what? Screw it. I can, because they're not going to get hit anyway. These guys were already disrupted because of the, because they got hit, and we'll just say that they're disrupted because of the overstack as well. And we'll move the tanks there. Sure, I think that works. These guys became undisrupted. These are 121 and an engineer, so we'll move them. You know what? Yeah, okay, we'll move them here. These guys here, my 321s and my 221s are just kind of bogged down. We'll move the 221s down. We'll start moving them in this way. Oops. Okay, and these guys will have to hang tight because they're kind of blocked in. Alright, so there's that. That's all 3rd Division. Now let's come up here and let's see if we can get rid of this schmo. Alright, so my NCO takes care of the close combat. There is no terrain bonus here, so it's just 5 strength with flamethrower bazooka. So I need to get 15 strength on him. There's no flanking, so I've got 14 strength here. I got the flamethrower and bazooka. Oh wait, no. I don't have a flamethrower here. I need a flamethrower. Alright, so their buddies right here that are headquarters right here has the flamethrower. So this stack and this stack will fire on him. He's blocked off. I mean, I've got this black position boxed in, and so there's no retreat. So these guys are both gone. So those were used. I can move somebody in there. Sure, let's move. I don't know. Yeah, let's move these guys down here, and let's move these guys. No, these guys are disrupted. When did they get disrupted? That's an old disruption marker. I was on yellow last time, so I think that should have been gone, because this guy did not get hit this turn. So we'll take these guys and we'll move them up into the red position there just to keep it occupied, since I can't garrison it. Alright, so there's that. These guys aren't going anywhere. These guys become undisrupted. Now the question is, this guy here who's been a problem. Do I go ahead and close combat him? I mean, what? I hit him with this guy last time. They're disrupted. Wait, why are they green disrupted? I think they they should be yellow disrupted, I think, because I attacked them last turn, or did... I don't know, do I have my colors wrong? I don't even know anymore. I think that these guys should be, they tried to close combat last turn. Or maybe they tried 2 turns ago and then I left them. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But I'm going to say that it was 2 turns ago. Because I may have left these guys alone last turn. Let's just try to close combat them. 2 cards versus 5 pips would be 2 cards. Well, shoot, maybe that's why I didn't last turn. Because, yeah, I'm going to leave them alone right now. I can't heal these guys up because I don't have replacement points. But maybe I can take these guys. Oops. Gosh. I swear. I can't touch these things without flipping them all over the place. I don't know. Maybe at the end of this turn. So maybe. Well, did I just move those? Yeah, I think I just undisrupted them. So they're cocked. So let me just leave this cave position this turn. I'll just leave them be. I'll hit them next turn, and I'll try to jump in with some undisrupted units. See, now this guy's disrupted too. He probably should have lost his disruption because he got hit 2 turns ago. I don't know. Alright. So I think that's it around these positions. Oh, can I straighten that out? I should just leave them because I do more damage trying to fix them than I do, see? Gosh. Than I do, see? Crap. I need to just learn to... Oh, I didn't see that. I need to learn to just leave them alone because I need tiny baby hands to fit... Godfrey! I need tinier hands to fit in the midst of all these little stacks and all these little hexes. And I say this again, I mentioned it before. I mean, I know this board is huge, but the hexes need to be bigger for guys with fat hands like me. Because there's no way you can get in here without knocking everything all to Kingdom Come. That's my rant. Alright. I'm going to leave that alone now. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to touch it. I got these guys, well, they're hanging on the tanks, and the tanks were used, so they're there so that I can command the tanks. So they're staying put. Alright, so let's come up here. And we've got this guy disrupted. He remains disrupted, so the problem is I would like to cut him off, but then that moves me into black intense field of fire. Although now I'm in position to go ahead and move in because there are no units to populate this, which is fine. So if I move in and surround, I should be okay. Oh wait, this guy gets forts too. Dang it, I forgot about that. Alright, hold on a sec. I gotta do the fort thing for these guys because I've been within 3 for a short period of time here. So they're gonna get a 1 strength and a 2 strength. I've got some 1 strength. I don't have any more 2 strength, so I'm gonna have to pull a 2 strength from my depleted unit. Now I don't know, maybe I did that wrong. When I've destroyed a fort, I've knocked it out of the game. But I think maybe you're supposed to put the forts back in the available forts because I'm out of 2s. Alright, so that one's going to go on top of that, and that one's going to go underneath. There's no units to supply them, however this guy will get a depth. Alright, so now that's a big stack. So yeah, I mean, if I move in here to flank so that they can't escape, they require close combat. I don't have a hero here. Got my rifleman, but I think only NCOs and officers can take the place of close combat. I'll have to look that up. And again, it's green. I don't know what I did here. Maybe when I reset it. Well, no. Maybe when I reset. I don't know. I cannot keep the green and the yellow sides straight as far as what turn I'm on. I hope I'm not the only one that has that problem. All right. Well, what do we need up here? This guy is just bazooka machine gun. So let's attack him. I need, it's doubled in the woods, so I need 18 total. I can attack with the tanks, I think, give me bazooka, but my officer, everybody here gives me bazooka, so that's 11. Yeah, that's plenty. Alright. And actually, let's just go ahead and do it with this group and that group so that these guys can move along. So this will be 11, 19, I need 18, so it will eliminate the depth and keep him disrupted. It is cut off so that depth goes out of the game. So them and them, I can move these guys on top of there, and I can continue to move these guys around, although my tanks can't move because the road goes through this blue position. So I mean, they can move in the woods. I think they can. They're just one hex, which is fine. I don't think that's a big deal. Let me just check that. Let me check my movement in wooded. Tank movement, no. Tanks may not enter this terrain unless accompanied by engineers. So yeah, they can't move through woods because they need people to chop trees down. So my tanks have to wait for that road. So I don't know if it's going to do me any good to move either of these groups here. So I'm going to leave them there. I'm going to bring these guys closer in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them down here and down here so they can get the benefit of the road movement once things clear up. How does that sound? Alright, so now all that's left is this guy here, and then do I move in on black? Black will hit me for 4. So I think I can do it. And I have to reveal. So the problem is I can't get to this one yet. I can get to this one and I can reveal it, but I can't hit this guy. Alright, my rifleman is disrupted, so he will undisrupt. You know what? I think I can hit, because, let me back off of the black a second. Let me look at this here, because he's already disrupted, right? And he's got close combat. He's going to need close combat anyway to defeat him, but if I've got 3-to-1 on him and I don't have the close combat, it goes to 2-to-1, and it's Japanese depth eliminated but not disrupted. But he's already disrupted. So all I need is to eliminate the depth. So why don't I do that? Why don't I just hit this guy right now? Hit him at 2 to 1. All I need is 9 strength to get that. So that guy's in bad shape. Okay, I've definitely got 9 strength, right? I got 16 right here. So I can hit him with that. It eliminates the depth, although, wait. Hold on, before I do that, I gotta decide, am I moving in on this black position? I think I am. Yeah, it's time. Okay. So, if I take 1 hex movement here, now it reduces that to 1 hex. I can move in here without issue. These guys will still take, if they move into here and they come down here, they're still going to take muff. But I think I want to do that because I want to try to hit them next turn so I can reveal them and start barraging them. I need to figure out where my tanks are though. My tanks are going to be, yeah, I need to start moving tanks in. But I don't want to get them in field of fire. So, let's see. If I move these guys in here, and then I go, ooh, look, this tank here. See, these tanks, if I move them across here, this is black field of fire here. This is black field of fire from this hilltop position. I'm not within 3 of it yet, so I don't have to stack him up yet. But I can't move my tank here. If I move my tank here, he's in steady field of fire, which I guess is not bad. Alright, so let's do that. Let's move these guys here. And then moving from intense to steady is not muff. It's only intense to intense, I believe. Or into intense, whatever. So they won't take any fire there. These guys are hung out here because they were disrupted. But that's okay, I think. Okay, so those are 223s, so let's move these guys down. I'm going to have enough guys close to him so that I can absorb hits. I might want to move these guys in again. Maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in intense field of fire, but these guys aren't even next to him, so that kind of sucks. Alright, if I move these guys here and they come here, they're going to get muff. I gotta leave him here, honestly. I mean, these two are going to get hit, and then I can't attack that though. I need one more group of guys that are next to him, so that it leaves one group unscathed that can hit him. I really need to hope that these guys can get in, so that they can attack this, so I can I can reveal them both next turn. What did I do up here? Did I hit this guy? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So if these guys move from here to here, I could have them move one more. I could have these guys move one more. But I'm afraid of taking the muff fire. Now here though, they can move here to here. And I think I'm okay because these guys, see, this is where the whole line of sight rules come in. And I'm not sure what these guys can see, whether this black dot here is only for this guy or what. I'm going to say it is. I mean, it's not only for that guy, but I mean, it's... I don't even know if I know what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain it to you people. Although, well, yeah, he's disrupted, so I won't take muff from him. But if I move here, I think I should be okay. No, I'll draw a muff for him. Alright, so black color is red. And for the purposes of this, that was for the hits. So purposes of this, black is red. And I got a red. So I take a hit and get disrupted. Do I have to do that for both of them? And is it, you know what though? I think it's red and the symbol. Isn't it? Let me look that up. I'm not sure. All this time doing my fire and I can't remember. It's resolved like all other fire. Japanese fire. So it would be a red triangle would get hit. Neither of these is a triangle. I got a diamond and a circle. So they're good. They're in there. Alright. So now if I move these guys again. See, this is where I think, I don't know, the stars become OP because they can't get hit on muff fire. They can get hit when they're in intense, but they can't get hit on muff because the symbol won't come up. Alright, so red, diamond. So I got no diamonds there, so they're good. Alright, so I got those units in there. Now I can attack this guy. And that depth should go away. I attack him with the strength that I said I had. And so he remains disrupted and the depth does not go back in. So I think that's it. Right? Right. These guys are kind of hanging out here, but they're okay. They're still close enough. I'm not in this black field of fire yet. That will come. Alright, looking pretty good. I feel like I advanced across that airfield pretty well. I can close in on these. I'll have this thing taken care of hopefully in a few turns. And then all that will be left is this guy. If I can take care of that position and that position and cut off that position, if I end up getting this way, nothing's in communication anymore. And so everything will go away. And I should be able to end it several turns after that. Okay. So that's my action phase. So we got artillery. We got all of one. Oh, did I destroy? I don't think I... That's not artillery. That's not artillery. I hit this guy, but that artillery was already destroyed. I think all the artillery here is back, maybe. I got two there. I haven't hit that yet. That's not artillery. Did I not get any artillery here? I guess not. Alright, so that's still 8 points in Sector 4. So that's 1 plus 3 is 4. I got a 6, so I do get someone hit. And I might just take the hit this time instead of disrupting. Yeah, screw it. Although I haven't ever taken an artillery hit. So if I take a hit, is it something of that symbol? So if this is 6, do I have to find a circle? And is it the highest circle? I don't know. Hold on. Again, I have discovered that I have been doing that all wrong. I've been just arbitrarily choosing who gets disrupted by the fire. There is a priority for artillery fire. So I've been giving myself an advantage that I shouldn't have, which, you know, let's face it, I've been doing that in a lot of ways all game, whether I've intended to or not. So the hit priority is beach landing spot until turn 7, landing beach hex until turn 7, and then unit closest to an airfield hex. So it's got to go there, and then it's basically you choose whichever unit or whichever spot is in that priority, and then if there's more than one, if there's more than one undisrupted U.S. unit in that hex, I can disrupt all U.S. units instead of taking step loss. So, yeah, so I've been doing that all wrong. So it's in an airfield closest to black, and then if they're undisrupted, I can disrupt them. So these guys are undisrupted, so I'll disrupt them. So I've been taking backline guys and disrupting them. So my bad. I'll try to remember that next time I play this. Hard enough as it is, though. Alright, so that leaves 5 points of artillery in Sector 4. That's 10. So that's divided by 2. So technically one should take a hit closest to, on an airfield, closest to a black position. These guys are all basically equidistant, so I guess I'll disrupt these guys. Okay. Alright, and then raids, still according to the previous rules, everybody's within 2 of 2 others, and so we should be good on the raids. So there we go. That is the end of game turn 45.